can I use a brush?
I love you, Terence.
Final check. Madam here.
Jy kan maar borsel.
Okay, I'm from Uppington. That's in the Northern Cape, and it's very near to the Namibian border. It's a beautiful town. We call it the Green Kalahari. It's on the River of the Orange. It's a very hot town. If you talk about Uppington, everybody thinks about the heat, but there's much more to Uppington than the heat. The people are wonderful. They are friendly. It's just an absolute wonderful town to live in. It's safe. We've got wonderful schools. So it's great. I work at Uppington Toyota. Been working there for the past 21 years. I'm the financial manager, so I do HR, I do finances, and I'm just generally involved in the business.
So when you say HR, that sounds like a multitasking
Yes.
a delivery.
Yes.
So you're quite involved with people, and do you enjoy that?
I love it. I think the biggest thing that I did since I started at the company is I was a teacher. So I'm actually a qualified teacher. And after I started the company, I really started changing it into a learning organization. So we've got 7 apprentices, always taking in new ones. I've got interns. I'm heavily involved with training. Also in the Toyota as a whole, I'm involved. I'm the chairperson of the TALA training committee. So I believe in training. I believe in improving people. It's one of my passions.
So that, I mean, you sound incredibly nurturing, and is that quite a personal interaction for you in terms of upliftment and moving people onwards and forwards?
Absolutely, and I'm an absolute believer in women. I think women can do everything men can do. Sometimes, most of the time better. And also women can do more than one thing at a time. That's the other thing women can do that men can't do. But I think, yes, I like people. I like to be involved with people. I get energized by people. I like to inspire people, to motivate them to better themselves. Some people will say I'm strict, because I believe that if you start something, you have to finish. There's no giving up in between. You have to finish. And that's the message that I give to all the interns and the apprentices that start with us. Sometimes I lose some of them and they get better opportunities somewhere else in other parts of the country. And then I have to kick them out of the nest and I must accept that they should and they must move on. But that's bad for me, that's sad sometimes. But that's the whole idea, is to create people, to uplift them and to better them and give them a better future.
I love that.
Ja.
But it is, het raak hartseer om
Absoluut.
tot sien vir mense te sê.
Ja, ek het al baie vir baie mense. Een van my drome was om 'n vroue tegnikus te hê, 'n mechanic. Vandat ek begin werk het ek gesê, why don't we have women mechanics? Why is there a whole workshop and there's no single woman in here? And I've been trying for many years. And about 2 years ago, I actually qualified a girl. Her name is Mari Magab. She was a Tswana girl and she qualified. And she's one of those that found a better opportunity elsewhere, or nearer to her home where she felt more comfortable. So that's sad, but it was a dream that I realized once the day that she qualified.
It's fantastic. That's a lovely story.
Yeah.
I've heard such inspiring stories today from all of you women. You're all so formidable and have such an enormous outreach and sense of your environment. So you talk so much about people and your contact with them. This year has been so much about lack of contact with people. How did it affect your job? Did you have to work from home, and how did it affect your family?
Yes, lockdown I think was difficult for the motor trade, especially because we had 2 months when nothing happened, and I think most of our staff was really worried about what's going to happen, and I think everybody is worried about retrenchments. We're fortunate in that we didn't have to retrench anybody and we can go on. We were able to go on. We are one of the first companies to open. We still have very strict protocols, but yes, the lack of interaction and the lack of communication, because you've got this mask on with clients and with customers. They can't really see what you really mean. You can't really touch them. You you can't shake hands. It's difficult, and I think just you must show it in your voice and in your eyes, and people will see that you really care about them. And that's the same for staff and for clients coming in. For me, with my family, I had a very good year. We had lots of time to spend with family. So yeah, it was that part was good for me. But I think being back at the office is, and I was one of the first ones to return. We returned when we went from lockdown 5 to lockdown 4. We opened up and we returned. And I'm actually the person responsible for all the COVID protocols and the training. So I returned immediately, but I missed that contact. Yeah. Just having coffee and chatting about
affection
stuff. Yeah.
And, just human contact.
So whenever I see somebody who's near to each other, I have to say, no guys, 1.5 meter, keep on your masks. And it's bad. I mean, one of the people lost his mother. You can't even give him one of the ladies had some very bad news in the week, and she really started crying, and I really wanted to hug her, but you can't.
Yeah.
Because you know, it can't work like that. So that's bad. Bad for me.
I'm also called on me. I think what were your? Did you do anything mad during lockdown? And look, I mean, like some of us. Hoeveel gewig het jy opgetel? Het jy opgetel?
Wat my so heerlik was van lockdown, I loved it because all of a sudden I had time. So I actually started exercising during lockdown because I never have time because I'm very, very busy. I'm involved with my children's school and I'm on the SGB and I'm on every single committee there can possibly be. So all of a sudden everything stopped and I actually had time available to do my Bible study, to exercise, and so I think I actually lost weight in the end because of that, and I try to keep it up because of all the stress of in the office and being, you know, it just helps to go and walk in the evening and just get it and breathe, just to breathe, to get the oxygen into your lungs, and that helps.
And did you bake? Was jy 'n piesangbrood of 'n melktaartmeisie or anything like that?
Nope. My husband is absolutely fantastic with food. He prepares gourmet meals all the time. So yes, so I am the in Afrikaans ons sê skinker. So I'm responsible for beverages and he is responsible for the food, and he is really good. You should come and visit us in Appington and have some of his food. He is up there with food. So no, I didn't try any new recipes.
Okay, no. That's all good. But speaking about Appington, your region, what are the problems and the levels of outreach that you can think of that your region needs? And should you be awarded the title of Woman of the Year this year, what would you be able to achieve with that, and what would you like to do?
Like I said in the interview as well, I think I always say for companies not to inform their employees about the benefits of MISA, it's almost criminal. Because that you get for your weekly contribution is absolutely amazing. So I think I would like to speak to other dealers, to other employees, maybe even other HR persons like myself, and just stress to them what MISA do for its members and everything that MISA does. That would be my goal. To tell people about people in the motor trade, people in dealerships, what they can actually, you know, what MISA can do for them.
Fantastic.
Because it's amazing. It's amazing.
It is.
Yeah.
It's an extraordinary, it's a strong, solid infrastructure with enormous heart as well.
Absolutely. So that would be my goal.
Tell me, I'd like to know, if I showed you a photograph of a 10-year-old Elsabe, take your mind back there.
Yes.
Right. What advice would this Elsabe today give to that 10-year-old Elsabe?
I would tell her to relax, to be much, much more relaxed, because I think as a child, and still even today, I can be very anxious because I'm very driven and I've got goals and I need to get to that goals. And maybe I would tell her, you know, it's going to be okay. You are going to get where you want to be. So just relax and enjoy every moment. Keep on working hard, keep on focusing, but it's going to be okay in the end. And I think that's also my message in COVID for everybody I meet and the people that is experiencing difficulties. I'm always saying it is going to be okay. In the end, it will work out for the better. So just relax and go with it. Don't work against it, but keep focused, keep on working, because by working, you will get to where you're supposed to be, to your destiny. So that is what I would tell her.
Thank you. Thank you, Elsie. Good luck tonight. Alles van die beste.
Baie dankie.
I hope it goes well and we'll chat again later.
Ja, ek wil dit net geniet en die beste.
Ja, dit gaan 'n fantastiese
aand wees. Ek dink ook so.
Man.
Ja. Maar baie dankie.
Dankie vir jou tyd.
Okay.